Okay, so we did last time we talked about structures, and we made a customer structure, and that enabled us to to sort of create a kind of mini database. So we could have a customer, and that customer would have several different attributes. So the customer would have a name, first name, a last name, an email, and an age. And each of those attributes is actually a primitive data type, and we put them together, and we make what we call a complex Visual Basic data type. And at the end of the last video, we also talked about properties, and basically those are just kind of a way to hide an attribute of the structure. So like we want to hide the access to changing the age or changing the email address, and it kind of just gives more protection, and we kind of wrap it into what we call a property, and then you access it in a slightly different way using the get and set methods. So it's just a kind of protection. It's usually, when you do this kind of thing, you usually call it a wrapper, because you're wrapping one thing inside another. So here on the slide it says, along the way we also discussed adding properties to structures, allowing us to separate internally visible and externally visible attributes. So you make everything private, and then you can access them through these methods, and that somehow gives more control. So it makes things less likely to be abused by the user, and also make composite properties. In this lecture we continue our customer example with ArrayList, a special data type provided by the .NET framework. So we don't have to make it. It's something that's already written, just like arrays are already written. We don't have to design what an array is. We declare an array, but it's already something that we can declare. It's already there for us. In the same way, array lists are already there for us, and they will allow us to easily work with collections of structures. So we had one structure. We had one structure. We had the customer structure. Now suppose we want to have a list of customers. So so an array list will make that easy. So just like an array makes it easy to put together many items together in one list, like a bunch of names, an array list will allow you to put many, for example, many customers together. So you can have customer 1, customer 2, customer 3. So in that sense, in the sense that I said, a customer is kind of like a database, but the customer structure is just the framework for the database. It's just the if you want to have many customers together, that's like having a spreadsheet. You want to have many rows of items, then you would put them, many customers, you would put them into this array list. So we'll see this in a short while.